You don't notice it at first. That's the strange part. The Lyriq 2026 doesn't shout, it waits. And once you realize what it's doing, you can't unhear it. Because this car isn't trying to impress you in the usual way. It's doing something quieter, smarter, almost psychological. Here's the thing nobody tells you up front. The Lyriq 2026 isn't built to feel fast, or loud, or aggressive. It's built to make you feel calm. And that might be its most dangerous trick. Stay with me, because in a moment, I'll tell you the one decision Cadillac made that completely changes how this car feels to live with. But not yet. First, think about how most luxury cars talk to you. They brag, horsepower numbers, screens everywhere, buttons shouting for attention. The Lyriq does the opposite. You sit in it and nothing rushes you. The silence isn't empty, it's intentional. It's the kind of quiet that makes you lower your voice without realizing it. And that's where the experience really begins. Now here's where curiosity kicks in, because Cadillac didn't just remove noise, they redesigned what replaces it. Instead of engine sound, you start noticing other things. The way the car responds before you finish a thought, the way it moves smoothly without drama, the way it feels like it already knows what you're about to do. That's not an accident. But before we go deeper, let me pause you right here. Because if you assume this is just another electric luxury SUV, you're already missing the point. The Lyriq 2026 isn't trying to win races. It's trying to win your routine, your daily life, your long drives, your tired evenings, your quiet mornings. And here's the clever part. Cadillac doesn't tell you that directly. They let you discover it slowly. Every few minutes the car gives you a small "oh, that's nice" moment. Not big enough to brag about, but just enough to keep you hooked. Like the way acceleration doesn't snap your head back. It just flows, no jerks. No hesitation. It feels confident without being aggressive. And if you're waiting for that dramatic electric punch everyone talks about, hold that thought. Because Cadillac tuned it differently on purpose. They wanted control to feel natural. Like the car is an extension of your body, not a machine you're constantly managing. Now let's talk about something people underestimate. Mental load. Most modern cars overload your brain. Menus, settings, options, beeps. The Lyriq 2026 quietly removes that stress, not by dumbing things down, but by hiding complexity until you actually need it. And this is where it gets interesting. Because the car doesn't feel simple. It feels considerate, it waits, it listens, it adapts. You don't feel like you're learning the car, you feel like the car is learning you. But here's the curiosity loop you didn't expect. That feeling changes over time. The first drive feels impressive. The second feels comfortable. And then, after a week, you stop thinking about the car altogether. And that's the real goal. Cadillac designed the Lyriq 2026 to disappear into your life until you step into another vehicle. And suddenly everything feels loud, busy, unnecessary. That contrast hits hard. Now let me hold something back for a second because we haven't talked about presence yet. This car doesn't beg for attention, but it commands it anyway. People notice it not because it's flashy, but because it feels intentional. Like every line exists for a reason, nothing extra, nothing forced. And that same philosophy follows you inside. Everything you touch feels deliberate. Not soft just to feel premium, not firm just to feel sporty, balanced. And here's a small detail most people overlook. The way the car reacts when you slow down, it doesn't fight you, it doesn't rush. It feels like it understands patience. That's rare. Now let me ask you something. When was the last time a car made you feel relaxed instead of excited? Most brands chase excitement. Cadillac chose confidence. And that choice shows up everywhere, especially in how the Lyriq handles long drives. Hours pass without fatigue sneaking up on you. No constant corrections, no tension in your shoulders. You arrive calmer than when you left. But here's the twist. That calmness is addictive. Once your brain gets used to that smooth, controlled experience, everything else feels chaotic. And this is where the Lyriq 2026 quietly wins. It doesn't demand loyalty, it earns it. You start planning trips just to be in the car a little longer, not because it's thrilling, but because it's peaceful. And now, let me finally reveal that decision I mentioned earlier. Cadillac designed this car around listening behavior, not driving behavior. They assumed you'd be thinking, talking, listening to music, listening to podcasts, letting your mind wander. So instead of fighting for attention, the Lyriq supports it. It stays out of your way until you need it. That's a bold move in a world full of noise. And here's the emotional part people don't expect. The Lyriq 2026 doesn't make you feel like you own something impressive. It makes you feel like you chose well. Like you didn't fall for hype. Like you understood something others might miss. And that feeling, that quiet confidence, it lingers, even after you park, even after you walk away, even after the day ends. Because the best luxury isn't about being seen. It's about how you feel when no one's watching. And the Lyriq 2026 understands that better than almost anything else on the road.